That's definitely him. This is that one antlered buck that we passed up last year for sure. You can see he's got a split brow now from the little lump he had last year. Even though he's missing an antler, he's definitely got the same characteristics. But we've got a bunch of days up our sleeve. I think we'll invest a lot of time looking for this deer. That's the scrape tree. Hang tight here for a while and I think he should come back to his scrape. Buck's coming in. Perfect setup, everything is right, just not a shooter buck. There's a couple of deer on there, just in that track heading down. It's a start anyway. There's some pigs running below us, we can hear squealing down in the valleys. See the pigs. That spot was a good one. We'll get a shot right here. Look. Epic way to finish day one. Mob of rutting boars. All we need to do now is do that on a buck. It's job done. So we just drove up in the dark nice and early this morning. We've had a big shower of rain last night as well, which is going to be really good. We'll have washed all our scent away from yesterday and also have the bucks going around freshening up their scrapes. So what our plan is to walk up in the dark, hopefully hear him on his scrape grunting, and if not, we're going to slip in there in the dark anyway and sit there for a couple of hours. Those bucks should be going around freshening up, re-scenting all their scrapes in this weather we've had, so we'll get out there and see what we can find. Just going to let out a few grunts in the dark and see if anything responds. Oh, look, right around his scrape here. The wind is absolutely terrible. But there's nothing making any noise. We heard a bucket earlier across the valley. And that's about it, but the wind's going every which way right now. I really can't pick what it's doing. And it's definitely not ideal for us to sit off this scrape. So while we've been sitting on the scrape here, a buck's actually started up over the other side and throwing fairly consistently. And the good thing is, with the wind being so rubbish over this side, it's actually favourable over there, so we're going to make our way down the hill, hope he keeps croaking and try and get visual on him. So it's been about 45 minutes and this buck hasn't made a noise. And with it being so thick over this side, it's really pointless moving in on the deer when they're not making noise. We're just going to push them. We've got plenty of time up our sleeve, so we're going to backtrack to the other side of the mountain, have a listen while it's still early, and if that fog clears, we're going to jump on the spotting scope, see if we can see a buck cruising around or maybe even a boar. So we've come up over the other side of the mountain here and been greeted with a massive fog bank. On top of that, the deer have made absolutely no noise here as well, so we're just going to sit tight, listen, and hopefully that fog clears in a little bit. So that fog bank's cleared just a little and we've made our way down the mountain. We're able to glass just a little bit of the mountain in front of us at the moment, but possibly heard one buck going way in the distance over there. But apart from that, it's very quiet this morning. There's more pigs out to their left in the open, sow with young as well. And then there's more pigs like 100 metres above them. So I've been sitting down here for about an hour, seen a few pigs and goats out on the mountain, and that buck was going pretty well to start with. Was contemplating going in on him, but he basically petered down to nothing as time went by and he's stopped now. So we're going to back out, go and have a quick lunch, then we're going to come straight back out. We roughly know where he is for this afternoon, and hopefully when it cools down again he's going to spark up. We can make our way in on him. So I've just been sitting at the spotting scope for a while looking over the paddock. There's been a few goats and pigs moving around. That buck's, you hear him now, that buck's just sparked up in the background, so we're going to start inching our way closer. Hopefully he makes some noise and we can move right in on him. So we're up in his lair right now. We haven't been up to here since we've got up on this side, but the creek is rushing a little loud, so we're just going to push up on the ridge a little bit more and listen. And basically when he makes a noise, we'll go to him. So I've just stumbled on this scrape and a buck started about 100 yards away. We'll give a few doe calls. Yeah, here he comes in. That black buck that just came in, and I've laid eyes on another across the valley. He looks like he has one really nice palm, but the other's really clefty, so definitely one we want to get out of the gene pool, but it looks like he's got two does held up on his scrape up there. So we're just making our way through some pretty nasty scrub here, traversing the side of the mountain to get the wind right for this buck. And we'll come in on the same level as him. It's really thick through here, it's pretty loud, so just gotta go nice and steady. She's over that rise. Doe's moving off. I think you should come to that tree up there, probably 50 away, 60 away. You'll be able to come up nice and close. Does are on the skyline. Buck's coming in. Well, first buck of the year. A younger buck actually came in and caught his attention and brought him down the hill off his does. And a few doe calls had him coming down the pad, but he come right on the side I didn't want him to come. I was fully twisted around, shot through a lot of shit, and there was about a 2-inch gap I had to shoot through. Hit him sweet straight through the middle, and I think it passed out just near his hip there. And he's probably run, I don't know, 30 yards and fell over, if that. Fell over like 5 yards behind us. Awesome way to get a first buck on the ground for the season. Really quick, peaceful kill. He's actually a pretty old buck as well. He's got a bit of junk hanging off him. He's got a split brow there, a couple other points and a bit of mass, so he's pretty heavy, old deer. But just a perfect shot and stalk sequence, how we like it. Quick, peaceful kill, so I'm really happy with him. He's a beautiful animal.